Boop, 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 boop. Ring, 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 ring,
Oh,
ring,
I'm getting a
ring,
phone
ring.
call. Hello?
Hey, what's up, Walton? It's Riccardi.
Riccardi! How are you?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
You know, I'm hanging in there.
Yeah. Hey, I was just thinking, it's February, and I don't know too much about Black history because I know that this is something that is happening. What can you tell me?
Oh, well, let me put you on speakerphone because I have a lot to say.
Okay.
All right. So,
Hmm.
how this month started. Did you know how this month started?
No, I have no idea.
Okay, well, in 1915, Carter G. Woodson and a prominent minister, Jesse Moreland, they founded the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History.
Hmm.
This was dedicated to researching and promoting achievements of folks from the African diaspora.
Hmm.
Today, it's known as the study of African American life and history.
Okay.
And that's because we don't use that term Negro in the
Yeah,
21st century.
I haven't
Okay.
heard that word in a while. Yeah.
Yeah, good. We shouldn't.
Yeah.
I hope not. And so this group at the time responds by saying, you know what? We need a week to honor people of the diaspora. So they call it National Negro History Week in 1926.
Hmm.
And they choose the second week of February. Do you know why they chose the second week of February?
I have no idea why.
Okay, so some people like to make a joke and say, of course it was February. It's the shortest month. Why are we going to give Black people that many days?
I've heard
That's
this.
not the case.
I've heard this.
Heard
Yes.
that one? Okay.
Yes, I
All
have
right.
heard this. Okay. And that's not true.
It's not true.
That's not true.
It is,
Okay.
it is not true.
Okay.
Dispel the myth. Why they chose it was because Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln's birthdays are that week. Now, I want to take a little sidebar here and to encourage you to use that critical thought and analysis and do your own research on Frederick Douglass. Yes, take note. And Abraham Lincoln.
Okay.
Okay. Back to the point at hand.
Okay.
This event inspired many schools and community to have clubs and performances and lectures. So in the decades following, cities started doing more things and they started making proclamations to recognize the week. But by the 1960s, thanks in part to the civil rights movement and a growing global awareness of Black identity, Negro History Week had evolved into Black History Month on college campuses.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and furthermore, President Gerald Ford then officially recognizes Black History Month in 1976, calling upon the public to seize the opportunity to honor the too often neglected accomplishments of Black Americans in every endeavor throughout our history. Those are his words.
Wow.
You know why?
Why?
Know why?
Why?
Because Black history is American history.
I've heard that before too. Wow.
Yes. So
that was Gerald Ford who did that in 1970 what?
76.
Wow. So Black History Month has been around for a while then.
I mean, if we want to get technical, it's been around since the conception of this place we live in.
Oh, that's
but
right.
Yes.
That's right. It's because Black history is American history.
Oh, you're learning. Oh. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So proud of you, Riccardi. So proud.
Well, I'm so glad I got a chance to talk with you about this. I bet I have some more questions. I bet I have some more questions coming up, but do you think you'd be okay with answering some of them later?
Yeah, I think we should definitely check in about that because there's so much people don't know.
Okay, cool. Because I really appreciate the information because I didn't know anything about that before.
Yes. Oh, I'm so glad you called. Oh. Highlight of my day.
Oh, stop. Well, I'll talk to you later. Have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Boop. Beep, boop, 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 boop. Ring, 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 ring.
Oh, my phone's ringing.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hello.
Walton, it's Riccardi.
Hey, Riccardi, what's going on?
I've just been thinking about last week and all the information you gave me. That was really interesting. And I was just curious, is there anything that you could kind of share with me this time that I may not have known?
Yes. I like to use my hands when I talk, so I'm going to put myself on speaker again.
Okay.
All right, so here's my tidbit for the week. So a lot of folks are wondering about Black History Month or African American History Month, and Black History Month / African American History Month is really around celebrating folks of the diaspora who came here, where we live, the enslaved Africans who went on that horrific Middle Passage and transatlantic slave trade, and were brought to the Americas, the colonies, and were forced to basically build this country. Mm-hmm. So those are the folks who we're really talking about, who have direct lineage to a lot of us who live here. Yes, Riccardi.
I have a question. Thank you for calling on me. When you say coming from the diaspora, what kind of countries are we talking about here? Like, where specifically are we looking at when we look at the continent of Africa and where people have come from to America?
Right. So when we're looking at those who were brought to the continent of North America, we're looking at the Gold Coast. Mm-hmm. So modern day Nigeria, Togo, Benin, Ghana. Yes, yes, yes. There are still, which are now national museums and monuments, the slave castles and dungeons that you can actually go visit and unfortunately hear the horrific stories that took place.
Interesting. Yeah. That's heavy. That's heavy. And it's, I imagine, a very complicated history.
Definitely a complicated history, but I appreciate you saying that, because it does require a lot of as you're delving through the documents and doing a deeper dive into what this all means.
Yeah. And February is a pretty interesting month, and this week in particular is pretty interesting because I know that there's something else that's going on that just can't really figure it out. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, of course I know, Riccardi. Today is the beginning of Lunar New Year.
No way. The
Lunar
calendar New Year?
Yes, but I am not an expert in that, but we are so fortunate to have somebody who gets to celebrate a couple of things in February. So I think we should call her. Okay. So if you can use your three-way and call Miss Payne, okay. She's the one who will know everything.
Okay. Hold on. Ring, 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 ring. Ring, ring.
Hello?
Miss Payne, it's Riccardi.
Hey, what's up, Riccardi? How are you?
And Walton.
And Walton. Sorry, we're on a conference call here.
Oh, hey, Walton. How are y'all doing?
We're great.
Hey, Walton just told me that this is the Lunar New Year today.
Yes.
And I have been told that you know something about that.
Yes, I do. This is my month. Woo woo! Y'all didn't know it's Black History Month and Chinese New Year. It is my time. Yes. How can I help you?
Well, I had no idea, but for one, can you just tell me what is the Lunar New Year?
The Lunar New Year, it's based off of a lunar calendar, and there are 12 lunar symbols. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because actually the orbit of Jupiter is 12 years. And there are 12 signs in the Lunar New Year that are repeated. And the myth goes that the emperor, the very first emperor of China, called a race. And the 12 animals that showed up are the 12 animals that are on the lunar calendar. And the first animal is the rat. That was last year. He tricked the ox into giving him a ride. And then at the very end, he bit the ox and ran ahead. And this year is the year of the ox. So this is a very exciting year, a new year.
Interesting. So this year is the year of the ox coming up today.
Yes.
Just Friday.
Yes.
And is there anything special about the ox that we could look forward to this year, or something about the ox this year?
The ox is known as dependable, reliable, honest, diligent, hardworking, strength, and determination. So they say this year there's a lot of good things that are on the horizon to happen for many people. So it's a very exciting year, great time for change, and a great time. And what better year than the year of the ox?
Wow. Thank you so much. I think I just learned a lot today.
You're welcome.
Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Walton, as usual. And of course, I probably have some more questions coming up. So is it all right if I check in a little bit later?
Definitely.
Absolutely. You know how to find us.
Yes.
Fabulous. Fabulous. Well, until next time, thank you.
Next time.
Bye.
Bye.